Although bread has changed since its first iteration, it is a unique amalgamation of who we are as people. Our culture, our experience, our story. Interpreting is similar. It is a practice of mediating between two cultures through the lens of our own. Each interpretation is a result of who we are, where we come from, what we know, and the rules we live by. Hi everyone, my name is Juliet, and I'm a Vietnamese American college student who's learning how to interpret between American Sign Language and English. I also happen to follow a vegan lifestyle. The bread you see me making here is my version of a Jewish Babka. This kind of bread is typically made from an enriched dough, filled with chocolate or cinnamon, twisted, and baked in a loaf pan. My babka, however, is a little different. Let's imagine this babka is a representation of my work as an interpreter. I am not Jewish, and my iteration of this bread is not traditional in the slightest. Even though I use vegan ingredients and it's shaped like a turtle, you'll see this later, the spirit of and respect for the traditional babka remains the same. In interpreting, the way the message is conveyed may look completely different from the source language. However, the overall intent is communicated in the target language. This babka is not appropriate in all situations. In the same way, I am not an appropriate fit for all interpreting situations. Each interpreter's work is going to look very different by proxy of who we are, and it is a matter of determining which interpreters are most fit for each situation. The goal is to find an interpreter who will produce the most accurate interpretation that best represents and supports the deaf consumer. Interpreting requires years of learning ASL, deaf culture, then learning how to process information in order to interpret it effectively. Getting to a point where you can successfully bake a babka is the same. Both skill sets take years of practice and experience that build upon one another. Even when you are a certified interpreter, or when you manage to bake something that's at least edible, there's always room for improvement, which takes place over an entire lifetime. At the end of the day, this babka was made to share and bring communities together. My interpretations will do the same. It's not about me, and will never be about me. It's about community. The babka is Jewish, the girl is Vietnamese, the sign language is American, and the culture is ever evolving. Interpreting and culture are complex because we are all constantly adapting, melding, and growing. It's part of the human experience, and it's part of this bread.